correct use of adjectives. 1. The comparative degree is generally followed by the conjunction than. For example, boys are stronger than girls. 2. The comparative can be used without than. For example, Naresh is the cleverer of the two boys. 3. The superlative degree is preceded by the and followed by of. For example, Ravi is the wisest of all the boys. But the is not used when the superlative degree has a possessive adjective before it. For example, he is my best friend. 4. The words superior, inferior, senior, junior, prior, anterior, posterior are always used as comparative degree, but they are followed by to instead of than. For example, he is 10 years senior or junior to me. This cloth is superior or inferior to that. 5. Double comparatives and double superlatives should not be used. For example, A. He is more cleverer than his brother. Incorrect. He is cleverer than his brother. Correct. B. She is the most cleverest of all girls. Incorrect. She is the cleverest of all girls. Correct. 6. If an adjective follows the phrase one of, it should be in the superlative degree. For example, he is one of the best boys in our school. She is one of the most beautiful girls of our colony. 7. When two persons or things are unequal, the comparative, not the superlative, should be used. For example, this plan is better, not best, than that. This girl is more, not most, intelligent of the two. 8. When two persons or things of the same kind or quality are to be compared, we should use as plus positive degree plus as or no or not plus comparative degree plus than. For example, this boy is as intelligent as that. This boy is no less intelligent than that. This boy is not more intelligent than that. 9. When one thing is compared with every other of the same kind, use any other after an adjective in the positive or the comparative degree. For example, Asha is as intelligent as any other girl in the class. Suhas was more popular than any other boy of his school. But other must not be used after a superlative degree. For example, he was the best of all other singers. Incorrect. He was the best of all singers. Correct. 10. When one thing is to be compared with all other things of the same class, the superlative degree is used. For example, this plan is the best of all. 11. The superlative degree must not be used as if it were equal to very plus positive degree. For example, she wrote a best book. Incorrect. She wrote a very good book. Correct. 12. If the first of two or more adjectives is a superlative, the others should also be superlative. For example, he is one of the best and popular teachers of our school. Incorrect. He is one of the best and most popular teachers of our school. Correct. 13. A very common error is of the following type. For example, the population of Mumbai is greater than Bangalore. Incorrect. The population of Mumbai is greater than that of Bangalore. Correct. 14. Preferable has the force of a comparative and is followed by to. We must not say more preferable. For example, health is more preferable than wealth. Incorrect. Health is preferable to wealth. Correct. 15. We must always say the first two, the first three, etc. The following expressions are meaningless. The two first, the three first, etc. Correct use of some adjectives. 1. Some. Any. To express quantity or degree, some is used in affirmative sentences, any in negative or interrogative sentences. For example, I have some money in my purse. Affirmative. I do not have any money in my purse. Negative. Have you any money in your purse? Interrogative. Words like someone, something, somewhere behave like some. Words like anyone, anybody, anywhere behave like any. For example, he was rude to somebody. Affirmative. He was not rude to anybody. Negative. Was he rude to anybody? Interrogative. But some is correctly used in questions, which are really commands or requests. For example, will you please lend me some money? Some also denotes number. For example, some men came here. 2. Much. Many. Much indicates quantity. It is used with singular nouns and countables. For example, he showed much courage. You can have as much tea as you like. Many indicates number. It is used with plural nouns, countables. For example, many boys were absent. Does he have many friends at school? Many, used with a singular noun and a singular verb, means a large number. For example, many a ship was destroyed in the war. A great many is followed by a noun and a verb, in the plural number. For example, a great many soldiers have died in the war. 3. Little. A little. The little. For quantity. Little is a negative adjective, and means not much, hardly any, rare, or almost none. For example, there is little milk in the jug. Not much. I have little money. Hardly any. A little is an affirmative adjective, and means some. For example, give me a little milk. Some. A little money is better than nothing. The little means not much, but all there is. For example, he drank off the little milk he had. Not much, but all there was. The little work he had done was of poor quality. 4. Few. A few. The few. For number. Few is a negative adjective, and means not many. For example, few men are honest these days. Not many. The meeting had to be cancelled, as few members attended the meeting. Not many. A few is an affirmative adjective, and means some. For example, I have only a few coins in my pocket. Some. I could reach home as there were a few buses running. Some. The few means not many but all of them. For example, the few friends he has are all very poor. Not many but all of them. He lost the few books he had. Not many but all of them. 5. Less. Fewer. Less refers to quantity. Fewer denotes number. For example, the shopkeeper does not sell less than 500 kilos of rice per day. Quantity. No fewer than 50 girls took part in the competition. Number. 6. Each. Every. Each is used, A. when speaking of two or more things. B. when the number in the group is limited and definite. Every is used, A. for more than two. B. when the number is indefinite. Each and every are singular. Hence, they must be used with nouns, pronouns, and verbs in the singular. When every is used, attention is focused to units comprising a whole. When each is used, attention is focused simply to the unit. For example, last week it rained each day. Each of the two girls had a pink frock. Every player did his best for the team. All the players. Not every horse can run fast. All the horses. Every is used with abstract nouns. For example, we have every chance of success. Every is used with numbers. For example, trains leave every 10 minutes. 7. Either. Neither. Either has two meanings. 1. One or other, of two. 2. Each of two, that is both. Neither is the negative of either. For example, 1. You may take either, or neither, side in the game. Either of you can go. 2. On either, or neither, side of the road was a footpath. At either end of the table was a lamp. 8. Elder. Eldest. Elder and eldest are used for persons only. They denote the position of one member of a family, with reference to another, or others, of the same family. Eldest means firstborn. Elder is never followed by than. For example, my elder brother is a doctor. She was the elder of the two daughters. He is my eldest son. She is the eldest daughter of my elder sister. 9. Older. Oldest. Older and oldest are applied both to persons and things. These words denote the age. Older is followed by than. For example, this building is older than the other. It is the oldest temple in our city. Sometimes, older is not followed by than. For example, he was the older of the two. Note: we cannot say, she is elder than her brother. We must say, she is older than her brother. 10. Each other. One another. Each other is used when we speak of two persons or things. One another is used when we speak of more than two persons or things. For example, the two friends helped each other. The two boys hit each other. We should love one another. The four sons always quarreled with one another. 11. Later. Latest. Latter. Last. Later and latest denote time. Latter and last denote position. For example, I reached the stadium later than Naresh. What is the latest news? The latter portion of the book is rather difficult to understand. The last batsman played very well. 12. Nearest. Next. Nearest denotes distance. Next denotes position. For example, the nearest school is 2 kilometers down the road. My sister lives in the next house. His house is next to mine. 13. Farther. Further. Farther means more distant. Further means something additional. For example, Allahabad is farther from Jaipur than Agra. The old woman could walk no further. This must be finished without further delay. He made no further remarks. 14. Whole. The whole. Before a proper noun, the whole is followed by of. For example, the whole Karnataka went to the polls. Incorrect. The whole of Karnataka went to the polls. Correct. With singular common nouns, use the whole. For example, whole nation was stunned to hear of the leader's death. Incorrect. The whole nation was stunned to hear of the leader's death. Correct. With plural common nouns, use whole. For example, The whole states were submerged with floodwaters. Incorrect. Whole states were submerged with floodwaters. Correct.